court file that isn't sealed by a judge is a matter of public record, and you or any other person can go to the circuit clerk's office and pull any court file that is not sealed by order of a judge, be it a circuit judge or a district judge.
Okay, so I could go to the circuit clerk and get that information?
Yes, or you could ask for them to copy the court file. There is a copying charge that you have to pay.
And what do I ask for?
Anything that you want to, any court file you want to look at, ma'am, you can ask to see the file, and if the file isn't sealed, they can give you a copy of it.
So anything regarding Cleveland, that's just all I'd have to ask for?
You'd have to talk to them as far as access and how they file things.
Thank you.
Got to move on to executive.
I'll second.
Move second, we go into executive session.
Motion to go back into regular session. Second.
Then move second, we go back into regular session.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to clarify something. Whenever Anita Pass had said something about the requirements of from the USDA requiring it to, for the city to stand alone, my letter from Pat, but with the same lady that wrote Anita a letter, stated, you asked me to send you information concerning the water and sewer loans. Development, our requirement for systems to stand alone. Many of your rural development debt documents refers to the system being financed, requiring sufficient revenues to cover operation and maintenance expenses for that system and any debt repayment plus reserve funding requirements. On our loan resolution letter of conditions, it says to provide for the receipt of adequate revenues to meet the requirements of the debt service, operation and maintenance, and to establish the adequate reserves. And also, you will be required to maintain a sewer rate schedule at all times that will provide sufficient income to meet the debt service, set aside required reserves, and operate and maintain the system. So that's what
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing. That's true. All that's true what that's saying. What I'm saying is they authorized it the whole time we've had the sewer system for the general fund to subsidize the sewer. But so it, and in her letter dated after your letter states that small towns do that and they can do that.
Right, but on September the 15th, she told us that it's time for it to come to a stop. But if we did not change it within a year, they would slip in.
Okay, I'll get back with that.
I make a motion to adjourn. Second.
Move second, we adjourn.
Aye.
Thanks, folks.